Welcome into the PS3 Collector, guys and girls. I'm No Mac, and on this week's episode, we have got plenty of pickups. We've got some from Cex Ashford, we've got some from Cex Folkestone, courtesy of T Sparks and Nutty But Nice. We've also got some boot fair pickups. No PS3 from the boot fair this week, unfortunately, but plenty to flip into Cex for those lovely sweet vouchers. Yeah, so without further ado, let's crack on with the video and see what we got. Right, so first up today is the boot fair. So we popped to Brenzett boot fair and then to Ashford boot fair. So we've got this pile of games here. There's a few good ones and a lot of fodder, but in total these cost us £5.50p. So yeah, I'm really happy with these. First up for the PS4 is FIFA 19. Now this comes with all the bits and pieces. I don't really play FIFA games, but yeah, we don't have this in the collection, and you get hardly anything for trading this into Cex, so we will be putting this into our PS4 collection. Next up is Destiny 2, and yeah, I've never played Destiny or Destiny 2, online only, so you know, probably just stick it in the collection for what it's worth. Then on to Xbox One, we got Overwatch, which again is worth next to nothing, and we don't collect Xbox One games, so we're just going to give this away to a friend that collects Xbox. Next up is a game I absolutely love, Borderlands 3, but yeah, don't have an Xbox, won't be playing it on the Xbox. We've got it on PC and on PS5. Next up is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We'll be trading this one into Cex because we already have it in the collection. I can't remember how much you get for this. I think it's about £4, so well worth the 50p or less than 50p we paid for it. Next up is Time Crisis 3 on the PS2. I'm assuming you have to have a light gun to play this. It's not very valuable. It's in very good condition. I'll probably just stick this one in the collection, to be honest with you. Give it a bit of a clean. Next up, another PS2 is the Chronicles of Narnia. Once again, this one not very expensive, not really worth trading in. Probably just stick this straight into the PS2 collection in nice condition. And then on to the Xbox 360 game. Some of these I'll be giving away to a friend probably. Tomb Raider, good game, but yeah, I don't collect Xbox games. Bioshock 2, now this is the American version, but I assume you can play this on the English console, I don't know, but either way it's not worth much, and we already own this game a couple of times over on the PS3. Then on to the ones that are worth trading in. Sonic Generations. This is in great condition. The disc is pristine. We'll be trading this one into Cex. I can't remember how much this is. I think this is about a £4 trade in. I might be wrong, but Grand Theft Auto 5. Once again, worth trading in. Good condition. Dual disc. And yeah, trade that in for credit. Skate 3, I think this one is actually worth a little bit of money. Yeah, fully complete. Probably be trading this one in. I believe this again is around the £4 or £5 trading mark, so yeah, it'll all add up. And then the pick of the bunch, when you think this cost us less than 50p, Bully Scholarship Edition for the Xbox 360. It's got this horrible sticker on here, but I mean, it'll probably come off if you use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. In fact, look at that. I think it's coming off without doing any damage, he says as he rips the bloke's face off. Look at that. Don't need any isopropyl alcohol. Very nice. I don't think I've ever managed to pull one of them off before. Not a euphemism. Yeah, so this one, I believe Cex sell this for £15, give or take. So I would guess it's about an £8 trade-in. Yeah, very happy to pick that up. The last pickup from the boot fair was from a charity shop that run at the boot fair. and I took a bit of a gamble on this one. This is a 3-film collection: Caroline, Paranorman, and the Box Trolls. Now, I've not really heard of much of this. I just knew from somewhere, I don't even know where, probably watching YouTube videos, that Coraline was worth a little bit. And this actually surprised me, because this was 50p, and it's I think a £4 trade-in. I think it's about £10 to buy. So I looked on eBay, and the sold comps are, you know, anywhere between £8 to £16, depending on condition. So yeah, really happy to get that one, and we'll be trading that in as well. Now, all of this, like I say, really chuffed with the bully one. If I collected Xbox 360, I'd be keeping that for definite. But all of this trades in for credit around £46. Like I said, some of it we won't be trading in anyway, but £46 from £5.50, I mean, that's a bargain and a half. So yeah, really chuffed with that. So yeah, move on to the next part of the video. Right, and on to Cex in Ashford, our local store. We popped in there Sunday morning after breakfast, of course. Got to have a fry up on a Sunday morning, and yeah, got this bundle of games. Mostly cheap fodder, just stuff that's in good condition that we need for the collection. Might as well grab it while it's cheap before it starts going up. And the first is Skyrim. Never played Skyrim, won't play Skyrim, not my type of game. I do know a lot of people like this game, so I'm not gonna, you know, shit on it too much, but it's just not for me. How do you know it's not for you? You've never played it. Yeah, fair point, but it's just not my type of game. Anyway, all these games are CIB, as usual, good condition. Wouldn't be picking them up anyway. Skyrim, £1.50. Another £1.50 paid, and Medal of Honor, limited edition. I know it's not limited edition. It probably came with a code. Yeah, same old, same old. Won't be playing it, but need it for the collection. So yeah, great one. Next up, Virtua Tennis 3. I've not played a tennis game on the PS3, so I don't know if they're any good. I don't mind giving a tennis game a go. They seem all right, but I'm not really a massive tennis fan. So collection, £1. Can't argue, can you? And it's another red spine. Do like collecting the red spines. Sticking with the same stuff, Virtua Tennis 4. An extra 50p for the 4, so must be 50p better. Same old, same old. Yep, into the collection, off we go. Now, on to one that looked very interesting. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs. Now, I know a little bit about this. I know you're an undercover cop trying to infiltrate, I think it's a triad group. You have to try and take them down from within the triad. But I've never actually played it. It does look very interesting, and one that I would be willing to give a good go. So that can go on the list of ones to play. Another one that I saw and thought looked really interesting, and I don't know if it's just the artwork that pulled me towards it, but for £3.50 paid, Mini Ninjas. Another red spine for the collection, and yeah, it just looked, the art style looked interesting. I just, you know, just looked a bit different. So I'm going to give this a go and see what it's like. If you know anything about it in the comments, yeah, leave a comment, let me know. But yeah, I want to give this one a go. The last one for Cex in Ashford was Darkness 2. I don't really know anything about this game, so I won't say too much, but it looks interesting. Looks like demons and stuff. It does say you can quad wield, slash, grab and throw with the demon arms while simultaneously firing 2 weapons. Not many games you get to do that in, so yeah, that's all those. So that's Cex in Ashford. Right, the last bundle comes from Folkestone. Yeah, big thank you and shout out to T Sparks, who was down in Folkestone and gave us a ring and said anything you want us to pick up. So yeah, got him to grab these. This was a charity shop find that he found. £1 PlayStation Move starter disc. Don't really want it, but for £1, I looked on eBay. It's about £4. We're never going to play the game, but this is part of the collection, unfortunately. So we needed it. Why not grab it for £1 rather than paying £4 off of eBay or whatever? So yeah, thanks for picking that up, Nutty. Next up was a game that I'd never even heard of before. So Bladestorm, the 100-Year War. Never heard of it, so I don't know anything about it. I've read the back and looked. It doesn't look like my kind of game. I'm guessing like strategy game, it looks like, but you know, I will have a look at this and see exactly what it is before chucking it on the not be playing pile. Yeah, moving on. One that I wanted him to pick up was Alien Colonial Marines. It's the limited edition. I don't know if the limited edition part is a code and whether you can still get it. It says bonus content is for playable movie characters, Ripley's flamethrower, and an extra marine customization. So whether you can still get those or not, I don't know, or whether they're on the disc. Yeah, be interesting to find out, but that looks okay. Call of Juarez Bound in Blood. Looking forward to giving this one a go. We've got the cartel version, which is here. Not version, but the other game, which is Call of Juarez, the cartel. Yeah, so it was nice to get the second one, although, or this is the first one actually, but the sleeve one is the second one. Yeah, shame they're not both in a sleeve, but yeah, very happy to have them into the collection. On set, got a low battery apparently. Next up is Indiana Jones, The Adventure Continues 2. We had the first one, so asked Nutty if he'd pick this up for us. So very happy to have that. And I think we're only 2 Lego games away from completing the Lego subset. So nice little tick offs when you do stuff like that. Won't be so chuffed when I tick off the FIFA set or the NHL set or the NBA set or whatever, all that crap. And the last pickup, which wasn't really a pickup, it was a gift. So thank you, Nutty. Massive Formula One fan. McLaren all the way, baby. And these little Lego mini sets came out. And yeah, Nutty checked the numbers on the bottom and scanned them to make sure we got the McLaren version. So yeah, I'll put some B-roll of this when I make it in a minute, because yeah, they're only tiny, but they're really cool. And I think they're about £3.5, £4. So massive thank you to Nutty for that. Really chuffed. Appreciate it, mate, as always. And he got my boy a V-Carb one. It's his favourite team. So yeah, very happy with that. Thank you very much, mate. And yeah, moving on to the big massive pickup for this week, which was a huge expensive buy. So I know not everyone's going to be interested in this unless you like Formula One or Lego, but yeah, thought we'd quickly show you this. So it's only a few parts. So there's a little nose cone, side pods. Now my thumbs and that are going to probably make it go out of focus, but do the best I can. It's quite difficult doing it through the lens of a camera as well. So yeah, that goes on there. Rear wing. This will be the halo. And then we've got that bit that goes in there. Got these 3 little bits, which I'll be honest with you, I don't know which way they go. That goes in there by the looks of it. And that goes on top, and then this bit goes above, so that's going to be like the air intake and I guess, and the camera on the top. There we go. And then head with no face. A little helmet. These are spare parts by the look of it. And then last but not least, the tyres. So only a tiny little build. But yeah, definitely fun. And considering they're so small, a very nice little set for what you pay for them. And like I said, there's all 10 teams, and then you've got the F1 Academy women's racing team, and then you've got a just Formula One car in plain F1 livery. Yeah, so £4 to £5, I think they are, £4-ish, I think. So thank you, Nutty, for that. Lovely present, and got V carb for Tom too. So thank you very much, and yeah, let's move on with the video. Right, so you join me in Claptrap here in the corner for the final pickup of the week, the biggest pickup of the week. Without further ado, that is the PS5 Pro. Now, I've been looking to get one of these for ages, but they're quite expensive. We did offset some of the cost by selling our original PS5 to a friend and subscriber of the channel. So I hope you're happy with that, mate. He's upgrading from the PS4, so yeah, win-win situation for all of us. Yeah, as you know, this is a discless console, which is an absolute joke. So you have to purchase the disc drive separately. More money, thank you, Sony. But yeah, us gamers are used to getting ripped off. So we'll be installing that tomorrow, getting that all set up, and yeah, really happy to have it in the collection. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. If you could subscribe, leave us a thumbs up, you know, comment, that would be great. Also, maybe follow the TikTok channel, ps3.collector. That'd be really appreciated. But most of all, just have a great week. Keep gaming, enjoy yourselves, and the collection grows.